like to call to order the regular council meeting of February 20th, 2013. Welcome everybody, and you in the audience and you in TV land. First item on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Any deletions or additions? Not. Call for motion.
I would move to accept the agenda.
Oh,
We did it.
okay, sorry.
I thought you were asking there.
Oh, I was looking around. Go ahead.
We have 4 items, Your Worship. 8.2, Master Card Policy number 1805 amendment. 8.3, terms of reference to a Alberta Local Organizing Committee. 8.4, red light cameras. And 13.1, item pertaining to local public body confidences under Code Section 20.
Pardon me, what is that?
Item pertaining to local public body confidences under Code Section 20. In camera.
In camera.
That's in camera. Thank you. Now move for adoption.
I would move to accept the agenda as amended.
And the motion, all in favor? Carried. Adoption of the 4.1, adoption of the February 6, 2013 regular council meeting.
You're echoing.
Am I?
Your Worship, I move to adopt the February 6, 2013 regular council meeting minutes.
You all heard the motion? All in favor? Carried. 5.1, Citizen of the Month. Councillor Sobel.
Thank you, Your Worship. This is my choice for the Citizen of the Month for December of 2012. So good evening, and as you may be aware, just over 10 years ago, I moved to Strathmore from Airdrie in order to start a business. I sold that business 2 years later and had the opportunity at that time to move anywhere I wished to. I chose at that time to stay in Alberta. And the main reason that decision was made because of the people that lived here. There are many examples of kindness and generosity demonstrated by our citizens on a regular basis. And in fact, that was the premise for Council's 2011 decision to create a Citizen of the Month award and thereby pay tribute to those people or groups who are instrumental in improving Strathmore in a significant manner. My choice for December 2012 award easily fits into that category. As a result of a recognized need in the Cambridge Glen area for an ice surface, the two nominees decided that instead of complaining, they would take action. They began contacting friends, associates, and town officials, and in 2011 eventually got everything in place to create 2 separate skating surfaces in their backyard, which was actually on town property. One for recreational skating and the other for hockey. The success of these surfaces was amazing, and in fact led them to expand the ice hockey surface for this year, 2012-2013. A great deal of time and energy has gone into this project by a lot of very generous people, but I would like to focus tonight on the people who originated this great addition to our town. Ladies and gentlemen, my choice for December's Citizen of the Month is Glenn and Christine Shaw. If you'd be kind enough to come up, please. You help it. So on behalf of Town Council, I'd like to present you with a little plaque and our sincere thanks for everything you've done for our community. Thanks very much. Congratulations. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations. Next item on the agenda, the business Town of Strathmore
Your
Facebook
Worship, do we need a
motion.
motion to accept that?
I would absolutely move to accept Glenn and Christine Shaw as December 2012 Citizen of the Month.
You all heard the motion. All in favor? Carried.
Thank you.
8-1 Town of Strathmore Facebook page.
Actually, Your Worship, that's my matter as well. You know, the recent dilemma that we had with our broken pipe really, I think, really brought home the value of our Facebook page. And I'd like to, first off, congratulate whoever's working in our administration and keeping the Facebook page up to date and supplying just an absolute wealth of information to the persons that are on the Facebook page. As of today, there's 885 persons signed up, and I think that's a remarkable feat. But the value that I saw in regards to the pipeline being cracked and the way that information was spread on Facebook was really remarkable. So I guess I'm just looking to challenge administration and see if we can increase that number. I know it's a difficult thing. A lot of people aren't on Facebook. A lot of people don't like Facebook. A lot of people don't like computers. So I appreciate the difficulty. But if we could make a concerted effort, I think more people we have on there getting information up to date and like really good, solid information that's very pertinent could only do us good. So I guess that's my point. It's not a motion, just an urge to continue and to improve.
Thank you. Any comment from council? Councilor Rempel?
Yeah, through the chair to Councilor Sobel, are you referring to the Facebook page itself or the town website?
No, I'm only speaking of the Facebook page, Councilor Rempel.
Thank you.
The town website, of course, is something that's regular, but that Facebook page is minute to minute. I mean, there's information on a now basis, so I think it's very valuable.
Because there seemed to be a difference, quite a difference from the town website to Facebook as far as information.
Oh yes,
that was being put out to the public, and if I think we need to decide what we want to do, whether we want to, and if something would happen. First I want to thank you for bringing this up, because it's been something that I've been really thinking about lately. Whether we're going to use Facebook or whether we're going to use a town website to dispel this information, and so somebody has to make that decision, because there was two different theories as to what was happening out there, and people that were going to the town website that didn't fully understand how it worked, weren't getting the information that was being put on Facebook, and it wasn't that it wasn't on there. It just they didn't understand how to read the town website, and so
well, we'll leave that maybe.
Make a decision as to which format we want to use in the future.
Well, I'd always thought that, and I stand to be corrected, that the website was basically for standard information. Although it was updated, it was for information that dealt with all areas of the town. Whereas the Facebook page is, once again, you're being hit with a number of different messages, all up to date, being put in by the minute, so to speak. So I wasn't aware of any discrepancy in that, but I was only checking the Facebook page itself. So yeah, we'll leave that with administration.
These were comments that I had received, and I'm surprised you didn't receive some of those comments as we were doing the door-to-door stuff that day. And I think it was because of some of those comments that Councillor Fuel did a lot of the making that information available on his Facebook page and on other people's Facebook page as well, which are very much appreciated.
Thanks.
I think both are useful myself.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, different.
Just in different formats, and although I do think that the Facebook page can with the wrong people putting the information in, meaning somebody who's on the outside not understanding it all can lead to people down the wrong path too.
I would prefer to still use the town website. Eddie did an excellent job as far as reporting all the up to the minute news releases and whatever that she had to report. The thing that I would like to see is a page dedicated to that event, and not just the town website. Go to the town website and you have a whole bunch of other stuff on there. If we have a special thing, an event of that nature, then let's dedicate a page to that event and don't have anything else on there.
Yeah, but with all due respect, the secret is getting people to that page, and it's obvious that with 885 persons on there, Facebook is a page that people like to go to. It's easy, it's simple, and
But
it's there. So
we can encourage them through Facebook to do that.
yes,
Because I would like to see that the town website being utilized as the source of information.
Absolutely.
Councilor Field?
I was just going to add, talking to the administration, it should be a fairly straightforward situation, or we should be able to update both quite quickly, even with copy and paste. I'm not totally sure, but maybe it becomes a procedural thing where if we're updating the town Facebook page, we update the town website, because some people aren't on Facebook and they do want to turn to the town website. So that can just be a procedural thing where anyone who's responsible for updating knows they do both every time. So hopefully that would improve it.
I kind of like the both of them, but what Councilor Rempel I think is saying, and I kind of agree with that, is that when somebody in an emergency like that, when somebody clicks on the town's page, the first thing that comes up is that emergency. Right now, that's front and center, and it was harder to get to a little bit for guys that are quite inaccurate for any of these.
Well, like I said that night, we're not all as computer savvy as.
I'm far from it, yeah. So yeah, that's that first thing that just comes instantly that day, if there's an emergency, like a storm or that they click on the town side of the web and that's it. It's right there in their face. Somehow if we can arrange that. Yeah. And then work with the page the same way, the Facebook page the same way. Any other questions or anything?
I just want to say Hetty did a terrific job as far as getting that information out there as soon as she.
No question. 8.2, MasterCard policy number 1805 amendment, page 1.
Your Worship, administration is bringing forward a few amendments to MasterCard policy number 1805. They're listed on page 4. Basically, it's changing the title of administrative, executive assistant municipal clerk, changing limits, and also adding 2 new positions that have access to MasterCard. One is the FCSS coordinator, and the other is the recommends some communications coordinator. That's pretty much all the changes, and the administration is recommending the vote.
Any questions from council?
I move that council approve the revisions to the MasterCard policy 1805.
I'll hear the motion. All in favor? Carried. And we need another motion, I assume? No? With the amendments?
I don't think we had them.
No,
Okay,
We're good.
thank you. 8.3 terms of reference, Tour of Alberta Local Organizing Committee, page 7.
Your Worship, this is the terms of reference for the 2013 Tour of Alberta. To allow us to go forward and form a committee and start advertising for committee members.
Councilor Field?
I just have a quick question, seeing it in front of me. I'm assuming that we're the leg that goes to Drumheller, so it would go through County of Wheatland. Maybe we should be extending an invitation to have a couple of county residents who might want to be on that committee as well, so that they are part of it all. Can we look at something like that?
Certainly, do you want me to just change this to say 6 residents at large?
I would think that would be best.
It sounds good.
And you're looking for a motion?
Your Worship, I move that Council approve the terms of reference for the 2013 Tour of Alberta Local Organizing Committee as amended.
But 6 members at large, I'm concerned about what if it's all county? We must be in control of this.
They would,
The members, need to come back to committee or to council for approval.
Okay, thank you. I'll read the motion. Any questions? Not, all in favor? Carried.
Your Worship, if I could just have one comment on, in regards to the Tour of Alberta. We have information that we will be named as the starting town for the 4th leg, which will happen in Red Deer on March the 5th. And Council's been requested to send representation. I just wanted to, with Council's approval, I'm willing to go, and if anyone else, I know Your Worship's not available. If anyone else is available, would it's
Also,
it's required
Julie,
to-
your deputy mayor, do you want to go to that?
Am I still deputy mayor in March?
I don't even know.
April,
yes.
Yeah,
Oh, let me just check my schedule.
you'd have to leave at 1 in the afternoon.
I might be able to work that out, so maybe
I'll touch base
we'll
with
be
you.
able to touch
maybe
base,
after
contact
council.
each other.
You two can work that out.
Okay.
Thank you. 8.4, red light cameras, page 11. Mr. Stanford, would you like?
Okay. For the last month or so, we've been taking a look at, on the Trans-Canada Highway going through town. For safety purposes, we need to do something out there. There's quite a few people that run the light, particularly truckers, particularly at night, and then there's a lot of speeders go through there. The RCMP go out with our peace officers. We could write tickets all day, but we don't have time to be doing that, don't have the staff. So we've been looking at various types of cameras. We came across, the first one I came across was the city of Lethbridge, and they have a deal with a company out of Montreal. They also handle Grand Prairie, Coaldale, Medicine Hat, and there's 1 or 2 more in the province. What we'd be looking at is, we were thinking maybe we'd put the cameras up on top of the lights up there. But after meeting with the company today, they're saying we'd put a box up and we'd have 3 boxes, 1 to each of the traffic lights. Similar when you go into Calgary on 68th Street.
Right.
If you notice on the west side of the corner, there's a box about 12 feet high, and they have a camera in there. And they can rotate them around. So anyway, we met with the company, came from Montreal, and talked to him today. He gave us lots of ideas and advice, gave us some ideas on price and so on. We're going to try and arrange maybe for someone from the city of Medicine Hat to come up and talk to us more about it. Jesse and his group have also been doing some research on other companies that do it. And of course, because of the cost, we'd have to go out for a request for proposals. And what we want to do is, we don't want a company to come in and run it, operate it, send out the tickets, do everything. In the very first couple of months as they get set up, we might have the company do that. But what I envision is that in the future, once we get it going smooth, just in a few months, we would have the tickets, they would be sent right from the machine over to our office, and we would process the tickets, send the tickets out, we'd do the collection, so on whatever we need to on it. You have to keep all the record of all the tickets, pictures, for up to 7 years. So if you take a look at 7 years, it takes a lot of storage capacity. So we probably have whichever company does it, they would keep the storage for us. They would maintain it and that kind of thing. We may end up only buying maybe 3 cameras instead of a half dozen. We're thinking about putting 2 cameras at each of the lights on the highway here. But after thinking of it, looking at costs and so on, we're thinking maybe 3 cameras, and we could rotate them along. And when I say you need a camera facing each direction in the box, so you could have, say, down by Walmart, where we seem to have a lot of more serious accidents, down there, camera each way, but they could be moved if we want to one of the other sites and so on. So we're in the process of getting some numbers, but the key thing is we're just looking for direction that Jesse can go out to tender, I should say tender, request for proposals from a few companies on what they would do, what they would provide, considering what we want to do. Because if we go to a company that will only put the equipment in and do all of the billing, do everything else, it costs too much money. So we want a company that will work with us. We can do what we want to do. They can help us out and so on.
Any questions from council? Councilor Best?
Through the chair to our CAO, Dwight, is there, how many companies, or I don't know if you would know this, but companies in Alberta, so that we may be able to keep this closer to home?
Pretty well all the equipment comes from overseas, to be honest. Comes from Italy and so forth. I don't know if there's even any U.S. ones, but I do not know. In the request for proposals, we'll find out. I don't think there's any Alberta ones that won't want to do the whole job.
Okay.
But we'll find out.
Councilor Sobel?
I've been discussing this, of course, with the CAO and with the mayor over the last little while, and just as an observer, and I think we're at a situation right now where there's a whole lot of information still coming in. What I'd like to propose, and that's with the consent of council, is for this matter to come back at the next open council meeting for discussion by council, at which time there would be, I think, considerably more information available, including some information from Jesse in regards to the companies that he's considering sending the RFPs for. But if that could happen, then perhaps we should allocate perhaps 30 minutes to this discussion, as I think there's a fair amount of information going to be available at that time, and possibly a decision made for council to proceed further with this. That's my recommendation anyway, Your Worship.
So it's my understanding that you're looking for direction just without a motion right now, or what are you asking?
We're just looking for update council, and we're going to start getting more information for the next council meeting. I'm hoping there's a motion that Jesse can go out for request for proposals.
Okay.
Yes.
For the sake, we haven't spent any money yet, okay?
Haven't made a decision yet.
Thank you. No further questions from council?
No, not if you're going to go that route, then that's fine.
Okay.
Pose the questions to them.
There's nothing that on 9 and 10, 11, or do you have something, council?
On 11, I do, yes.
Okay.
Through the chair to administration, I was informed by Nancy Stairs from Remax Realty that they have removed all their benches from the downtown area. They're the advertising benches. They're wondering when the other people are going to be removing theirs. The time limit was 6 months. The time limit has expired, Nothing nobody has heard anything. And people are requesting of her to put benches in front of the drugstore so that they can, when they're sitting there waiting for the handy bus or for the taxi, that they have a place to sit. Right now they have no place to sit. They have to go to Rockies to sit. And to the bakery, and Rocky's not too happy when they come and sit there and don't buy a coffee. So anyway, that's one of the concerns that are out there, that people, some of the benches that were in some of these locations are not there anymore, and we're just wondering if administration has an update for us on that.
Yes, I can answer that. Actually, a letter went out on yesterday, to all of the people who have the benches remaining in the downtown area.
Good timing.
Perfect timing.
How convenient, yeah.
Are you done? I'm sorry. Is there a plan to get these replaced with Strathmore benches?
Yeah, and Jesse and I have a meeting on Friday to discuss the bench replacement.
Go figure.
Yes, that was my next question.
Yeah.
Councillor Best?
Through the chair to our
Thank you.
CAO, Dwight, we had it had been brought forward by one of the other councillors about the traffic sign on the or the town sign on the highway. I wonder if you could update us on that, please.
Yes, I can. We had Dan going, our IT person, check it out, and he checked with Public Works. Public Works cannot do it, so Dan was going to contact a contractor to take care of that light change. I talked to him tonight, matter of fact, an hour ago, and there'll be a company going out in the near future to take care of that. We realize it's been a while.
Okay, thank you.
And to look after Councillor Rempel's situation with Nancy Chairs, are you administration going to contact her and let her know what's happening?
Yes, we can do that.
Could you please? Is that okay, Councillor Rempel?
Yes, and my other question, of course, is we were fully aware of the 6-month thing, yet we haven't made any effort to do anything about these benches. People are left high and dry out there. Where are they going to sit until the town puts some benches out there for them? Is it possible for her to bring hers back in?
I guess that would be up to council.
In the letter, I think, when it went out, said they had to have them out by 13th or the 15th of March. Or the town was gonna load them up.
15th is a Friday.
Okay, otherwise we're loading
That
up.
would be.
Councillor Field?
Question to administration through the chair. Do we have any benches now that could be put in right away at high traffic areas that they're talking about? I know you're going to do your meeting, but if Councillor Rempel and some of the people are identifying areas that are really in need, do we have something that can be done right away?
I wonder who sits out there in the cold winter.
A lot of people. Don't you ever see people sitting there?
No.
Oh, don't you ever go uptown anymore?
Oh, hey, that's a low.
Ouch. Wow.
If
Move to adjourn.
there's no other, we're on to camera, we'll move to adjournment.
Yes.
Move to go in camera.
All in favor? Carried. We didn't spend any money today, folks. Be happy about that.